Good afternoon, learners, and welcome to today's lesson on natural sciences. Our lesson for today will be pure substances. I'm your usual presenter, Razak Seidu. All right. So, our general topic is still the atom, but our subtopic here will be what pure substances. So, my grade 8 learners, by the end of this lesson, you should be able to define a pure substance, and you should be able to list pure substances. All right. Now, what is an element? An element consists of what? Atoms that are of the same type. And a compound consists of molecules that are what? Of the same type. Okay. So, for example, an element, sodium, is sodium atoms only. Let's say a compound, for example, water, H2O, is only water molecules. All right. Now let's look at pure substances. A pure substance consists of only one kind of atom or molecule. Elements and compounds are what? Pure substances. So if you are asked to explain a pure substance and give two examples, then what are you going to do? Then you just say a pure substance consists of only one kind of atom, or you can say one type of atom. An example, we have got elements, compounds. All right, now let's go on. A pure substance cannot be seen with the naked eye. The atoms or molecules that a substance consists of determine whether a substance is pure. So you're basically saying that we cannot use our naked eye to peruse or to look and see a pure substance. But we can determine whether a substance is pure if the molecules are made up of atoms or molecules of the same type. Now let's go further. A substance, explaining pure substance as a concept. A substance is pure when it consists of only one type of atom or one molecule. There are only two classes of pure substances. There are only two classes of pure substances, namely elements, compounds. All the other substances are not considered pure substances. Substances may look pure, but we can only know whether they are pure when we look at the particles that they consist of. All right, now let's look at these very nice diagrams here. There are only two classes of pure substances, namely elements and compounds. To understand the difference between the two, let's look at the two diagrams below. I have an element, and this consists of atoms that are of the same kind. So you see this thing is only blue, yeah, or it's purple. Okay. So, or if I'm not sure of the color, the first block is made up of one color. You don't see any color there. So they are made up of atoms of the same kind. Now let's look at the second one. A compound consists of what? Two or more kinds of atoms in a fixed ratio. So you can see that we have got a red and then a what? A white. So I can guess. Who can guess what kind of compound is the diagram 2? Yes. Send me your answer. Who can guess? What is compound 2? The diagram 2. What type of compound is it? If we were looking at the picture diagram or picture equation. Guys, are you with me? Hello, guys. Okay, I'm going to ask a question. All right, yeah, somebody is here. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. That is water. Yeah, so the first one and the second one is water. Now I'm asking a question now. All of you, I want you to what? Write down the definition of what? pure substance or explain pure substance and give one example each. All of you, let's go. You must write it quickly. I said write down the definition of a pure substance and give one example each before we move to the next slide. Let's be fast. If you are following, I know you are typing now. I know you are typing. So type and post, then we proceed. Type and, oh, my good participant, my learners, I have Daniel, I have Cortez, let's say the little projects improvement, Ntla, Teza, Yusa, Tyrus, okay, and Natalie. All right. I hope you will post your answers to me now. I'm waiting. I want to see the first person to do that. I'm waiting for the first person to do that. Yes. All right. So Ntlantara, you didn't define. You are the first person, but I said define pure substance and give an example. Yeah. Ntlantara, but do you know what kind of element that diamond is made? Do you know? Hmm? Do you know the kind of element that diamond is made? Yes. Okay, let me help you. Diamond is made up of what? Yeah, very good. You are such a very intelligent girl. Yeah, that's true. A diamond is made up of what? Complex structure. And even Natalie too, yeah, you are correct. All right, let's proceed. Okay. There we go. All right. Let's go to the. All right. Let's look at the conceptual development. When people talk about pure substances, they usually mean substances without what? Impurities. Look at, if we take a look at a glass of water, do you think the water is pure? Yeah. So depending on where we fetch the water, the glass of water might not be pure. So I repeat again, if we have a glass of water, depending on the source, the glass of water might not be pure. Okay. Let me quickly see somebody send to see. Why not? Why no, Natalie? Why no? Why no? What is the no for? What is the no for? Okay, so let's proceed. So look at the glass of water. Do you think the water is pure? Distilled water and tap water, which of them is pure? So I've asked a question. Distilled water and tap water, which of them is pure? Yes, distilled water and tap water, which of them is pure? Send in your answers. Distilled water and tap water, which of them is pure? Distilled water and tap water, which of them is pure? Okay, Cortez, that was good of you. Distilled water and tap water, which of them is pure? I can see tap water. Cortez, what water? Sea water? No. Okay, send your answers. So far, I've not seen the answer here. Distilled water and tap water, which of them is pure? I've not seen it yet. I've not seen it yet. Distilled water and tap water, which of them is pure? Okay, now, okay, seawater is salt water, so it is not pure. That is true. So those of you who are saying seawater, Abuntla, Abu Tyrezi, Leseidi, you are commenting now. All right, now listen, guys. Okay, However, tap water, okay, let me see whose answer is coming in, whose answer is coming in. Said sometimes they put chemicals in the tap water to make it clear. If they, yes, Ntlantla, if they put chemicals in the tap water to make it clean, yes, you are right. Even because of that, that's why it's not even what pure. So the chemicals they put there is to kill what the microorganisms, so that when you drink it, you don't what become sick. So sometimes they will have to chlorinate it. Chlorination is what a process. Chlorine is part of the water. The water. Now listen. However, tap water is not pure because on a microscopic level there might be other atoms and molecules in the water as well. So it's only distilled water that is pure. Distill, it means the water is only water molecules and nothing else. But tap water can contain what? Other substances dissolved in it. Okay. All right. I hope you guys are fine now. Let me see, somebody is talking here. It's not pure. Yeah, okay. All right, sure. Now let's continue. The water in the glass is only pure when there are only water molecules in the water. Table salt is a compound that is made of what? Sodium atoms. Okay, so the small cycles and the chlorine atoms, the bigger cycles, as we can see down there in the diagram, they react in the ratio of what? 1:1. For every one sodium, there is one chlorine atom. So you can see we have got what? Sodium chloride here. Okay, so the ratio is 1:1, meaning for every sodium, you react with what? One chlorine. So table salt is a pure substance because it only consists of what? Sodium chloride molecules. Very good. So as you can see, so some of you, if you can model this, it will be good. You can use plasticine or clay to model. For example, carbon dioxide, you can do that. We can also do water molecule, and we can also do what? Hydrogen molecule. You see, they are the same. Hydrogen molecule are the same. You can see that. Okay. So number one is what? Water molecule. Number two is carbon dioxide gas. Number three is what? Hydrogen gas. So you have their names and you have their what? Symbols. Okay, so let's proceed. All right. Okay, now below are examples of what the pure substances might look like. Yeah, so you see that you don't have any other substance mix. Water molecule is water molecule made up of what? Oxygen and two hydrogens, the same thing. Carbon dioxide is made up of carbon and what? Oxygen. You can see that they are only oxygen, only water molecule, only carbon dioxide molecule, and only what? Hydrogen molecule. So these are typical examples of what? Um, Pure substances. And you remember we said a pure substance, examples are what? Elements and compounds. So hydrogen is an element, molecule is a compound, water is a what? A compound. Very good. All right, let's proceed. Now, so if we are talking about elements as being what? Pure substances, where better can you go than to what? Not to go to the periodic table. So all these ones are pure substances. Be it a metal or be it a non-metal, they are what? Pure substances, because they are made up of what? Atoms of only one kind. Atoms of only one kind. You can start from hydrogen to what? To random. Very good. So let's go on to the next. All right. So today, guys, you can ask a question before we go to the next. All right. What did I do? Okay. Just a moment. Okay. All right. So guys, all right. I have uh, something for you. I have something for you. You. I've done something bad. I've made a mistake. Guys, can you see something on the slide? Hello, can somebody see something on the, what can you see on the slide? Yes. Can somebody see something on the slide? Answers and what? Okay, so I have made a very big mistake, questions and answers. Okay, but I can make a plan now. All right. Okay, so this is what we are going to do, and then you must listen. You must listen carefully. We were supposed to do the assessments. I think unfortunately, I gave you the questions as well as the answers, but this is what I'm gonna do. Let's engage this way. Let's do it this way. Question one, you are listening. Differentiate between a pure substance and a compound. So what is the difference between a pure substance and a compound? Write it down and give me your answers. Difference between a pure substance and a compound. A pure substance and a compound. Difference. Difference. What's the difference? Yes, what is the difference? Question one, what is the difference between, give one difference, only one difference between a pure substance and a compound. Yes. All right. I hope you are typing. Let's see the answers. Compounds are mixed with things. Projects. What things can you specify? Yes. Okay, compounds are mixed with things. Pure substances are not mixed with anything. Okay. All right, I can see that. All right. Guys, send in your answers so that we go to the question two. We go to 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 question two. Okay. Where is Titus? Where is Atlanta? Where is Asanda Boutle? Asanda Boutle, you guys are so quiet. What's the problem there? Even Daniel, you are quiet. Homolemo, you are quiet. Cortez, you quiet also. Let's say you are also quiet. Lisan, you quiet. Project, you quiet. Pumi, you quiet. Ntlantla. Sheriff Nkomo. Cesar, User. All right, you guys are quiet. So send in your answers. Send in your answers. Send in your answers. Okay. Okay, I can see your answers there. Okay. All right, that's good idea there. All right. So now let me give you my answers also. So we just learned that a pure substance is made up of atoms of what? The same kind. So if I were if I were writing, or if I was writing the answer, the differences between what pure substance and a compound, I would just say a pure substance is made up of atoms of the same kind, whereas a compound is made up of atoms, is made up of what? Two or more atoms that are chemically combined. Very good. All right. Now let's go to question two. Question two. Guys, listen carefully. Listen carefully. Give three examples of pure substances and three examples of what? Compounds. Let's be first. Give three examples of pure substances and three examples of what? Compounds. Give three examples of pure substances and three examples of what? Compounds. Yes. Let me see those who are in. Okay, that's examples for pure substances. Shorter compounding. Okay, let's go. Let's be fast. Let's be fast. Let's be fast. So I said give three examples of pure substances and then three examples of, yeah, and compounds. Okay, okay. Project sugar. Sugar. Remember, sugar. Sugar is not made up of the same. We have sugar is made up of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen, but in different number of atoms. So yeah, that your two are fine. Sorry, compounds, acid, alcohol, hydroxide. Okay, that's good. Yes, Mpumi, where is Mpumi? Where is Nkomo? I can't see them, but I can see Natalie, Cesar, Cotes, projects. Yes, they are communicating now. I like that. Thank you for listening. Okay, Cotes, let's see. Compound examples: water, salt, sugar. Perfect. That's nice. Cotes, that's nice. That's great. That's great. That's great. That's great. That's great. Okay, sugar is made up of sucrose, which is a pure substance. Sugar, for example, glucose. Glucose, the formula for glucose is what? C6H12O6. Is that okay? All right. So it can be a compound. So I'm saying that it can be a compound, but not a pure substance. A pure substance is just made up of atoms of only one kind. So if it is sodium, is sodium. But if you're talking of sucrose, sucrose is made up of what? Carbon atoms, hydrogen atoms, and oxygen atoms in a certain ratio. Okay, very good. Now let's now listen to this. Why are you guys listening? Are you guys listening? My question is the next question I'm gonna say. All right. I hope nice that I have your attention. Okay, now listen. The other question is why is copper a pure substance? Why is copper a pure substance? Why is copper a pure substance? Send in your answers. Natalie is very good. Natalie's came. I'm waiting for the rest. Yeah, it's only one kind that's fantastic. I like this class because you guys, you are very active. You participate. I wish to see you physically in a class because I like this type of classes. Yeah, I can see. Before the teacher or say will say something and then your answers are already is ready waiting. Okay, that's great. Just keep it up. I hope you are good learners in class too and you are behaving well. I hope so. That's great. Okay, now I want to move a bit. It's only one kind. If only there was African Teen Geeks High School. Oh yeah, maybe probably. Yeah, the high school is there. That is great. 10, 11, and 12. Yeah. Okay, now guys, listen. Um, question. I have another question, and this time the question is um, uh, differentiate between a mixture and then a compound. Mixture and then a compound. A mixture and then a compound. A mixture and then a compound. A mixture and then a compound. I said give a difference, one difference between a mixture and a compound. Yes. Cortez, I guess you heard me now. I said give one difference between a mixture and then a compound. All right, Cortez, welcome. You are welcome. All right, so guys, send in your answers. Send in your answers. Waiting. Okay, and compound is chemical combined. All right, that's great. That's great. How? There is somebody I have not heard at all. Where is you, sir? Even Bootle, Asanda, are you guys here with me? I cannot see you contributing. Even Sharif, you are also included. Please, guys, write something so that I know you are still alive. Yes, please. Okay, so let's see. A mixture, we can say, is a combination of two or more substances physically combined. That is correct. whereas a compound is a combination of two or more substances that are chemically combined. That's perfect, perfecto. All right, I can see it says the saying compounds are formed by chemical means. That's correct. Mixture is formed when two or more substances are physically mixed together. That's right. Okay, you guys, I promise you when you get to FET, you are going to come out with flying colors because I can see that the beginning is you guys are getting good foundation. Who is Googling what? No, Natalie, this one is giving it from the head. Or they are Googling to give me answers. Hmm? I'm just thinking that they are giving me. Natalia, are you sure? Even you, all right, no problem. Even Googling, as you Google, you also read or you are researching. You see, that's perfect. But when you Google, when you get the information, try to also go through it in your spare time so that you will be able to absorb and assimilate. All right, let's say I have seen you here, but you just said, of course, if I didn't get any answer from the CD, at least, but you are talking now. I didn't, I'm still to hear from Bootle, Asanda, Nkomo. Yeah, you see. All right. Of course, you can Google, but I was thinking some of your answers are just coming straight from your head. But it's fine. That is one good thing about technology. Yeah, you can multitask. All right. So, guys, any question before I end the class? Okay. All right. Okay. If no question, your impression about the class? What's your impression about the class? So today's class, what's your impression? Was it boring? Was it interesting? Did you enjoy it? Okay, you did enjoy it. Was good. So right. I like to hear that. It was fun. Yes. Okay. That's perfect. I like to hear that. Okay. All right. That's great. All right. Okay. So let me just try to summarize the lesson. We have been talking about what pure substance, and then what we have been talking about pure substances, and we said pure substances are substances that are made up of atoms of what the same kind. And examples of pure substances are elements and then compounds. Okay, so an example of an element, we can talk of lithium, we can talk of beryllium, we can talk of what magnesium, we can talk of what neon. There are a lot of them. And an example of a compound, we can talk of sugar, we can talk of calcium hydroxide, we can also talk of what sodium chloride, we can also talk of what water. Okay, so we say in a substance is pure if and only is type are available. But immediately you have got impurities that are mixed up with the other substance. For example, if you're talking of sodium, there should be sodium atoms, but immediately there are other substances available, then it's no longer pure, it tends to be impure. Okay, so take note when you are looking at that. So if they say why, I feel like we were just getting asked questions and no actual lesson. Okay, That's good. Next time, but that's also part of the lesson. After I deliver, we interact. Okay, little project. That is a good observation. It will be sorted out. All right. But even though you enjoy the lesson, even though it was questions and answers, that's another way of learning. Little projects, can you get back to me with my question? You said I feel like we were just getting asked questions and no actual lesson. But you remember we started. Natalie, was it only questions and didn't I start to present something? Okay. Yeah, everybody is entitled to his or her own opinion, but that's great. Little project, that's your opinion. Some can differ from others, but I hope I did my best. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'm developing Kahoot so that tomorrow we can do it. But if yeah, but I learned there will be assessment next week, so I'm just waiting how we will get it done. All right, no problem, Asanda. Okay, all right, guys. Uh, and the lesson has come to an end. I will see you tomorrow, and then enjoy the rest of your lesson and see you.